Hello. How's it going?
Good.
Wow, look at all the people.
We just want freedom, do you have that to offer? We don't want the lies and politics or the drama. We just want the lives that were promised by our fathers. We don't trust the news, the government, the farmer. We just want freedom, do you have that to offer? We don't want the lies, the politics or the drama. We just want the lives that were promised by our fathers. The man on the news says the problem is me. I'm just a small town girl with big Canadian dreams. The world's going crazy and they're lying to us. Don't know who to believe, so in God we trust. Don't know who to believe, so in God we trust. Don't know who to believe, so in us we trust. Thank you. That's a Tom McDonald song that I remixed and made my own convoy verse for. Alright, I got one more cover song here. It's actually a Taylor Swift song, but I think it's highly appropriate for our movement. This is Change. The final blow is when somebody
Hey, Mr. Ed, is this the right microphone or should I buy this one? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I know, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Okay, I'll use this one. It's much preferable. This is Jeremy's.
All right, we want to thank Ed. Oh, Ed, I got reverb.
No reverb.
Reverb.
No reverb.
Down a tunnel. I'm down in one of the deep military underground bases. Somebody come get the children. All right.
In the meantime, I think we'll use this one until you get the reverb off there, Uncle Ed.
Check. Uncle Ed, get the reverb off the mic.
All right, I'm using this one, buddy. We'll work it out for the next speaker.
Check. Which one has more power? This one?
Or this one? This one?
All right. And we're going to tweak this.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have up one of my most favorite doctors from Ottawa, Parliament Hill. You may recall him if you were there.
Can I get a shot of your sign?
He's been working both sides of
great.
the border really hard.
Thank you.
Going down to Maryland, speaking with whomever he can gather an audience with, and it has been phenomenal. Senators, politicians, other famous doctors. I see you, Doctor. Oh my gosh. Doctor, lock him up. Lock him up. Doctor, lock him up. Watch out for the feedback. Ladies and gentlemen, come give it up for Dr. Paul Alexander. Don't worry, you got this speech memorized, baby. This is his 10,000th time.
How are you guys out there? Long live the Canadian trucker. Started this. Long live the U.S. trucker. Let's continue in this. Look, I have several talks today. So I'm going to try and keep my discussion tight. I want to read off some stuff so I don't go off because I have to go on the U.S. side. So, I think the most important thing before I started today, Jim said I have 10 minutes, is I don't think we can go forward without giving it up to our police, our military, our veterans, and particularly these border agents on the Canadian side and US side, because they've had to deal with a lot of crap from the governments and fluctuating policies. And we need to give praise to them, particularly our police and our military. So long live the Canadian and US police and military. And our veterans. Those who have fallen. I think you followed us on the United States side because we put a flag in the back of the flatbed. Then we moved across from Adelanto, California to Washington. Now we're back in California. So I've taken some time to come here, and right now the convoy is trying to figure out next steps. But we're meeting in Sacramento, I believe on the 18th, on the steps of the governor. The truth of the matter is the flag was given from a veteran's wife to Mike Landis and Brian Brazzi, Marcus Summers, so that they can fly the back of the truck, the lead truck. He was fallen World War II veteran, and she asked that this is the first time since his death that they have seen this type of fight for freedom. And if they could fly the flag on the convoy, it will get destroyed by the wind. But bring it back in pieces if you want, but just bring it back to Texas. So we need to give praise to her, and I believe we retired that flag recently because we got it into Washington. And people like that really are the heroes, those who have fallen for Canada and those who have fallen for the United States. So we can't stop giving praise to them. Long live the veteran. Yeah. from the very beginning, it's been an effort to silence people like me on the Canadian side. You know I was involved in Canadian truckers. I was on the floor with Dr. Roger Hodkinson, Dr. Byron Brittle, and we were there for about 3 weeks. And we lived with the truckers for about 3 weeks. In that cold, it was about minus 35. I could tell you that there was not one instance of violence or crimes. The truckers actually kept Ottawa peaceful, 90% drop in crime. Anything that the media told you or the government was a lie, because I was there. The truckers kept the place clean. They dug out the city with a major snowfall. And what happened at the end demonstrated that the Prime Minister did not have the statesmanship and the leadership to come and sit down or send his representatives to sit with the truckers. Because at least in the United States, we've already met with Senator Cruz, Senator Ron Johnson, Congressman Jim Jordan. We met with Joni Owens, Senator Josh Hawley. We are meeting with them and having a discussion, because the trucker discussion is correct. The trucker has 100% of the science on its side and always had. These vaccine mandates, the vaccine mandates have no basis in science. There's no science anywhere in the world. And Howard New in Canada, and Theresa Tam in Canada, and all of those in the province, Doug Ford's science table, are a bunch of inept and incompetent people. They do not know how to read the science or understand the data. They have locked the society down for 2 years and 1 month and hurt people. Many people died. Many people, business owners in America, and I know in Canada, committed suicide. Many laid off workers couldn't hold on, and they killed themselves. We had many children in America. The news media didn't cover it, because it would have given Trump a win. But I could tell you, because I worked in the administration and the data was coming up from the 50 states, we had 6, 7, 8-year-olds across America hung themselves. They committed suicide in the school closures and lockdowns. So this was real. And that is why I always stand on a stage and I say, at the end of this, when we open societies, we are good governance people. We follow rules and we follow laws. But we need to examine all of these beasts. Beasts they are. All of these politicians and all of these public health people. And look at every decision that they made, every policy. And if they were correct, if they follow the science, we leave them alone and we give them their pensions and we let them go. But if we show that they costed people to die, we strip them of every cent. And we put them in a prison where they belong. We never let them go. We're going after Fauci, Walensky, Francis Collins, every one of them, and everyone in Canada. We will let you, with lawyers, we will let you defend yourself and come to the table and show us the science. Show us how you got to where you got. Because I'm telling you, for 2 years they had no science. They locked us down. Illegally, they hurt us. And they're going to try it again. Shanghai is locked down. They're not locked down because of the deadliness of this virus now, Omicron. This is because the US elections is coming again. We're going to punish them. We're going to take them into a courtroom. Don't think they're going to get away. Don't think they're going to get away. They lied to you. They lied. We looked at all of the science. I'm teeing it up for Howard New to hear me. I'm speaking to you, Howard New. I'm speaking to you, Theresa Tam. Watch me. Come to Byron Brittle. Come to Roger Hodkinson. Come to Peter McCullough, Robert Malone. I work with them daily. Gert Vanden Bosch. Meet us anywhere. Bring your entire public health agency. Bring your CDC. Bring your Health Canada. A bunch of inept, incompetent people. Bring them. We will show you that you had no science, none, to lock the society down. We begged you stop, but you hardened the lockdowns. You pressured people and you punished them. You had no reason to close schools. You suffered our children. All of the mask mandates failed. You lied. They lied. They lied to you on asymptomatic transmission. We know the science. There's no such thing. They lied on recurrent infection. They lied on the punitive PCR test, overcycled bogus test. They locked you down with a test with a 97% false positive. They lied to you and told you we had no early treatment. That was a lie. We had antivirals. We had corticosteroids, we had antiplatelets, heparin, high-dose aspirin. We could have kept 90% of the Canadians who died. My family, your family, look around. They died because Prime Minister Trudeau, people like Doug Ford and his science stable and Howard New and Theresa Tam failed to look at early treatment, and it worked. We need to punish them when we study it. And if they have no science to back up what they did, we punish them, we take their money, we strip their pensions, and we put them in a jail.
Yeah! Woo!
I'm not mincing words with this on the US side and on the Canadian side. We put these people in a jail if we can show. Remember, we're not a kangaroo court society. We're not Yemen or Somalia. We're going to take your ass into a court. And you're going to have the chance with your lawyers, bring your justice lawyers to Howard New, bring them and defend what you did. But if you cannot, and we show you kill our children, we will punish your ass and put you in a jail. I want to end here. Two things. One, the vaccine has failed. They know that. New knows that. Tam knows that. They know that these vaccines don't work. These vaccines are non-sterilizing. What that means to you in simple terms, they do not stop transmission. They do not stop infection. They do not stop replication. If a vaccine cannot cut the chain of transmission, it does not work. You don't give it to the society. When you give a non-sterilizing vaccine like this to the population, all you do is you drive the emergence of variants. These variants gonna come again. Every 2 months we're gonna get a new highly infectious variant, and the problem with that is one of them could potentially be deadly and lethal to humanity. And I'm being very serious with this. I talk to Gerd van den Bosch every day, Robert Malone. We study this. We study the immunology and the virology. What they're doing here is to keep this pandemic going for 100 years. The infections will never stop if they keep these vaccines going. I am telling you, we looked at the UK data, we looked at the Scottish, the Israeli, the Danish, the Swedish, the Denmark. We looked at all of the data, and the data tells us clearly that those who are vaccinated are at elevated risk of infection. Those who are vaccinated, particularly double and triple the booster, you are at elevated risk of hospitalization and death. Do not believe what the public health in Canada and in Ontario is telling you. You are at risk of hospitalization and death based on the data that we are seeing. I have not taken this vaccine. My family has not taken this vaccine. I've told everyone, I'm not your doctor, so don't say Dr. Alexander told me. No, don't say that. I'm talking to you as if I was talking to a brother or a sister. I am telling you about the data that New and Tam know, but they're lying to you. They are forcing you. And I'm going to end by saying this. Parents, understand that in the United States, Alex Azar gave the vaccine developers under the PrEP Act liability protection in February 2020. That was one of the most catastrophic mistakes made, because the vaccine developer have no liability. None of these beasts, I call them beasts and criminals in the public health, none of them have protection. None of them have exposure. The only people today that are exposed is your children and you. And I'm telling you as parents, these vaccines, your children bring statistical zero risk to the table. Statistical zero. There's no need for these vaccines. These vaccines confer no benefit. And we know that they are harmful. They have myocarditis, pericarditis, Guillain-Barré, Bell's palsy, all of the paralysis. Parents need to understand, unless Howard New and Theresa Tam make an announcement on television that we are going to put liability protection on the table, and we are going to remove it, so that if your child takes this vaccine and they get harmed or die, you could take us into court and get money from us and put us in jail. Unless they say that, you as a parent must be willing to defend this hill. This is the hill that you must defend. Under no condition, none, zero, must you allow these vaccines into the arms of your children. None. So I have to head over on the US side, and I just want to tell you now, as I've said before, we are good governance people. Canadian people are among the best in the world. Canadian people. And I want to say, I pray every night for our police and our military who are mandated to take these vaccines. These vaccines should have never been brought based on the science. But if they were brought, they should have been offered, never mandated. And the trucker is the only one right now globally waging the battle. So we must stand up and dig deep in our pockets. And don't give money to all those grifters and grafters around you. All of them who come in and pimping off the truckers. And they say, well, we represent the trucker. No. Do your homework. Find out who are the truckers, which is the proper groups, and help them. Stand with them. Give them money. Don't give no money to no grifter, no pimper. You find the trucker and you help them, because the trucker is waging this battle. And I want to end by saying, as I said, I pray for the police and the military, because they have taken, those who have taken this vaccine. We do not know what the long-term implications are going to be. We write about it, we talk about it, we go down to the Senate, we go down to the House, and we beg and we show them the science. I am telling you based on the science. The science tells us, the WHO, the European Union, EMA regulator says there is no need for a booster. I'm telling you what they said. No need for a booster. You have to make that decision now based on your own risk benefit. But as I said to close, this is good governance Canada. That's good governance America. If we take them into proper legal inquiry, it must be proper. So that we could withstand the coming was above board. You need to ask them, we gave you 2 years and a month and billions of dollars. Where's the PPE money? Which MP, which minister, which MPP pocketed money? Because you shouldn't be talking about locking down to ease the strain on our hospital. Our hospitals today are prepared. They have enough money. So that is bogus. Somebody took the money, so ask them, where is the PPE money? And I'm going to end by saying, if they could defend their actions, leave them alone. Say thank you. But if they cannot, and if legal inquiries show in a proper court that these people caused the deaths of people, of Canadians and of children, we need to take all of their money, put them in the streets bare feet, with no shoes, put them in the streets, just short pants, and we punish them. And if we need to put them in a prison, we need to put them in a prison where they belong, because they kill people. And as I say, lock them up!
Lock them up! Lock them up!